What's up, everybody? This is Whiskey in the Six. I'm Rob. Got another cognac today. Hennessy Master Blenders Select number 1. This is bottled at 43%. It's got a pretty dark color on it. I was looking to see if I could find anywhere indicating if it's natural color, and I couldn't. But I'm gonna say that there's a good chance it's all French oak, both old and young French oak. It's a blend of over 80 different types of eau de vie cognac. And this is the result. A beautiful dark amber. Okay. It's got very, very syrupy legs on the glass. I don't know if you can see that. But this one's interesting because unlike most cognacs that are bottled at 40%, this is bottled at 43%, and you don't really notice it, which is kind of nice. Actually, in my opinion, cognacs tend to be a little hotter than aged whiskeys, and when I was sampling this one, I noticed it was very, very smooth. So whatever process that's different than your VSOP or your XOs, I really enjoy it in this one. So only American market can buy this. It goes for anywhere between $80 at Total Wine to $130. I've seen it some places. It's not cheap, but it's also not that expensive. Americans are used to really inexpensive prices for cognac for the most part, whereas a bottle of Hennessy XO in Ontario goes for about $300. A bottle of Hennessy XO in the US ranges from about $180 to $220, and that's on the high end. You guys can get a lot of XO cognac for a lot cheaper, and my friend Seattle, he reviews a whole bunch of cognac in, well, obviously his hometown Seattle. He has Tesseron, I think they're called Tesseron, and they're like 50, 60 years old. Some of them are older, and he's getting them for ridiculously good prices, in my opinion. To get something that's 50 years old for around $200-300, I think is an absolute steal. So if you are really into cognac, I highly recommend you check out his channel. There's a whole bunch of numbers attached to Seattle. I want to say 2 is the first number. I can't remember exactly. I'll put it in the description below so you can have a look at his channel. Super cool guy, and he does a whole bunch of cognac and some whiskeys as well. So anyway, Hennessy Master Blenders. All right, like I said, 80 different types of eau de vie, if not more, are used for this particular bottling, and once this is gone, it's gone for good. They are in talks of making a number 2, selection number 2, but it's not going to be like this. It's going to be very different. So it's one of those things where if you like it, you might want to stock up on it because it's not going to be around forever, and it's a big name brand in Hennessy. Got a really unique looking cognac bottle. You don't see that very often with a cognac bottle. They're usually stubby rounded bottles or very fancy crystal looking bottles. Okay, so check it out. On the nose, you get that grapey, brandy-like nose. Of course, this is a brandy made in the region of Cognac. But you also get a nice amount of tobacco, fresh tobacco. Some apricots. A little bit of cinnamon in there. Some like sugared fruit, like fruit that's had sugar or even like a sambuca poured over it. So obviously there's like a little touch of like a black licorice note. Okay, on the palate. Again with that very ripe apricot. It's very fruity, very, very nice on the palate. Super smooth. It doesn't burn at all at 43%. It's a mix of young and old cognacs, so I'm not sure how old they go to with this one, but man, this is super easy to drink. This one can get you into a lot of trouble. Cognac lovers would absolutely adore this, and I think whiskey lovers would really enjoy this one as well. It's even rum lovers. It's sweet. It's got some nice like tobacco notes to it, fruity notes. It's got some nice heat and a really long aftertaste, really long finish. I think I mentioned, if I haven't already, I will mention it again. My buddy Paulo lent me this bottle, and whenever he lends me a bottle, I try to take a couple really small samples of it, just to kind of get an idea of what the cognac's gonna be like, and then on my review I'll have a little bit more so that I can give you guys a fair assessment of the cognac. So thank you to Paulo first of all, and man, this is really good stuff. I think I might even like this better than the Coasia 21-year-old that I did recently. It's got a very nice balance to it. There's some nice heat that you look for to cut out the sweetness. It's got a nice finish, nice nose. I'm gonna have to give this one an A. This one's an A for sure. I'm not sure I give cognacs the fairest shake, in my opinion, just because I've had Hennessy Paradis, and it's very hard to live up to the standards of what that tastes like, because it's incredible. I've never had anything taste like that before, and I really wish I can get my hands on a bottle, but it's just astronomical in price right now. It's about $1,400 at the LCBO, and it's rarely available. Some of the older ones are going for way more than that. I wish I would have bought it when I had the chance back in the day, because it was probably around $400. At the time, felt like a lot of money, but like I said, it's $1,000 more than that now. So, one last sip. Yeah, none of the burn that you get in some of your cognacs. This is really too easy to drink, probably because of that very nice balance. I believe it's Jan Filou, who is the master blender for this one, and he did a remarkable job in my opinion. Really nice stuff. Okay, so if you live in the US and you have an opportunity, pick up a bottle, because you will not regret it, especially if you like cognac. It's as close to, I think it's better than a VSOP for sure, as close to some of the XOs that I've tried, and better than many in my opinion. So give it a shot, because it's pretty good, and I think you can get it for a pretty reasonable price at about $80 if there's a Total Wine near you. Probably cheaper in some places, so those of you that like hunting, I bet you can get this for a little bit cheaper than 80. So A for sure. If you haven't noticed already, this is kind of like a rough draft of a new shirt that I'm thinking of making, or getting made anyway. Let me know in the comments below if you like it. so I can kind of gauge how many I need to order, if I need to order any at all. It's gonna probably cost about 20 bucks. So let me know. This way I can kind of get a whole bunch and get them a little cheaper for you guys, around $20, because my Spreadshirt t-shirts cost a lot more than that, unfortunately, and I think I make like $2 a shirt, if that. So I'd rather get shirts made, sell them to you for cheaper, and everybody's happy that way. Okay, so let me know what you think about the shirt. Thanks again to my buddy Paulo for the bottle, and if you haven't already, check out Seattle's YouTube channel, because he's just a super cool guy. Next up, I'm not making promises, but most likely on Monday we're doing Highland Park Dark Origins. I know you guys all have an opportunity to look at what I have coming up. If there's anything that you desperately want to see next that you see on my desk, send out a message or a comment below, and I'll try to get to that one a little sooner. If you haven't already, subscribe. It'll probably be up here somewhere, not about this time in the video. Okay, you can just click that, and then yeah, share with your friends if you get an opportunity as well. Cheers, guys.